And if you are in the Charlotte area, wow, we have just got some really miserable weather. Take a look at this, first of all. That's uptown. That's happening right now.
Ew.
It is a total ew. And
I'll
so
say it. It's ew.
It is ew. That's why we're bringing in Becca Birdsall right now into
Becca's
the Live
not ew.
Impact
Becca's
studio.
beautiful.
No, yeah, let's clear that up. Becca is wonderful and beautiful, great color.
The opposite of the other.
Someone needs to bring the sunshine in here
Right.
because, wow, with that picture, Becca, what are we looking at for today?
Miserable is definitely the word of choice. We had some rain move in overnight, and it's just been this consistent light to moderate rain out there from the mountains extending all the way into the metro. And this is all due to that Carolina wedge system that we typically see in early spring or towards the fall and winter times, where it really just locks in all of that moisture against the mountains, creating lots of cooler air and lots of clouds and lots of moisture. So that is what we are expecting for the rest of today. Of course, the weather impact window, we're looking at basically the heaviest portion of the rainfall to occur from now all the way to around 2-3 o'clock. After that, it's going to be a little bit more scattered and mostly light in nature. And while you may not be seeing rain directly on your radar at your location, it will likely be misty all day, indicating that it's just going to be a washout of a Tuesday. It's also just going to be chilly, and temperatures for the most part are going to be staying in the 50s and 60s. So Doppler radar, we've got a wide spread of rain right now happening from portions of the mountains, Piedmont, all the way down into the Sandhills. And where you see some of the darker yellows and oranges, that is indicative of some more moderate to heavy rainfall. Right now, a little bit more moderate as we go up towards Iredell County alongside 77 from Statesville into Morrisville. And this is pushing over towards Salisbury. And then for our basically east of Charlotte, you can see some of the darker oranges. That is impacting Ansonville, Wadesboro, just portions of Anson County, and this will be pushing over towards Rockingham as well. Our South Carolina counties, we're getting hit with some heavier downpours as well, especially over towards York and Chester, portions of Rock Hill, and this is continuing to drift up to the northeast over towards Mecklenburg County. This is all part of a larger system, low pressure system, basically sitting off to the west of us, and this is producing showers and storms all across the southeast, even some severe thunderstorms, especially over towards Mississippi and Alabama. And this is going to be the same system that continues to head in our direction over the next several days, which is why, even though today's going to be a washout, we're still going to continue to get some additional rounds of rainfall over the next several days. Now, we approached a record this morning, but it was a record cold high temperature. That record cold high was 60 degrees back in 1901, and we hit 61 degrees is going to be our high temperature, and we hit that at midnight. Temperatures have been cooling down ever since in the 50s, and that's where we're going to stay for much of the afternoon and evening. So outside now, 56 in Charlotte, 54 in Lincoln, 53 in Hickory, 48 over in Boone. This is the temperature that we're pretty much going to stick with for the entire day. So not only is it damp, but it's also chilly, and you can see that 24-hour temperature change showing that story anywhere from 10 to even 13 degrees colder than this time yesterday. Got lots of low clouds and fog setting up. It has just been a nightmare out on the roadways. Some of the poorest visibilities out there, anywhere from 1 to 2 miles. So definitely exercise some caution as you head out there. We'll hang around the low clouds and fogginess throughout the afternoon and evening, likely picking up tonight into early tomorrow morning. So patchy dense fog, certainly a possibility to start off your Wednesday. For today, again, washout start to finish. May see temperatures budge just a little bit by a couple of degrees, but overall, all of us staying in the 50s. So over the next 36 hours, surface map showing that low pressure system eventually driving in that warm front across the area, and that's going to erode the Carolina wedge eventually by Wednesday afternoon and evening. Now you'll notice though, temperatures start to warm up, especially for the second half of Wednesday. We'll be back near normal in the upper 70s, and we'll also have the chance for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. So futurecast, again, rain mostly heavy from now all the way till about 2-3 o'clock, starts to pull off east of 77, and as it does so, another another band of showers quickly replaces it. And this is going to, again, last all day for today. That last band of rain comes late tonight into early Wednesday morning. I'd say by daybreak on Wednesday, most of this is already pulling off. And then Wednesday afternoon, like I mentioned, as that wedge erodes, have a chance to see a couple of thunderstorms in the forecast, although this is going to be a little bit more hit or miss. Certainly not everyone will be seeing them. I'd say Thursday and Friday look to be a little bit more active in terms of thunderstorm activity, especially as this next cold front starts to move along. So Wednesday on par with that. We are under generally a low threat for severe storms, but that is a level 1 out of 5, and that yellow shading down to the south. Generally, though, heavy rainfall and some lightning is going to be our main concern, as well as some gusty winds. So again, this continues into Wednesday, potentially seeing that storm risk pop up for Thursday as well. Rain chances peak for today. They'll likely go down to about a 20% chance for Wednesday, then back up to 40 and even 60 on Friday. So it is going to be a wet end to the work week as well, before a drier and much nicer weekend ahead. So high temperatures today, very cool, lower 60s, and we basically already hit that this morning. They're going to be warming up to the upper 70s by Wednesday and near 80 by Thursday. And as we get that rain cold air on Friday, going to cool down to the middle 70s before we see those warmer temperatures just in time for the weekend. So lower 80s for this upcoming weekend and lots of sunshine in the forecast. So while it is wet and cold today, it is only one day of that. A couple of more additional rounds of rain to get through this week before a nice sunny and warm weekend ahead. And it will be feeling a little bit more like the end of May.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess we got to get to the weekend. The weekend is what counts anyway. Might as well just work. Might as well work with all this rain. Be inside, be productive.
Yes.
Or take a nap. All right, Becca, we're good with the drought monitor then, I assume.
Oh, this month our drought
sure.
has greatly improved. And
That's
with this
good.
additional round of 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, we'll likely see that completely eliminated across much of the area.
And like I told Chris yesterday, we just enjoy these cooler temps now because
Exactly.
summer is going to be summer.
It's going to be knocking on our door very soon.
Yes, and we'll be wishing for the cold,
Exactly.
rainy morning, I suppose. I don't know. Carlene's always about the hot weather.
I like
Yeah, I agree.
I like
I'm-
my
I'm
cooler
with you.
days.
How about just, cool, crisp, and 75 forever? But whatever. We have variety here. 4 seasons in the Carolinas. We
Yes.
love it. Okay, Becca Birdsall, thank you for joining us here in the Live Impact studio. Nice to see you, bringing a little bit of yellow, sunshine, those last few days of spring.